name's Sky, and welcome to mine and my anime-only friend Soul's thoughts and overall just opinions of Undead Unluck Season 1. This week being episode 21, Memento Mori, aka yet again another contender for one of the best episodes of Season 1. Oh my... I was going to this episode expecting to love it because it's a brilliant character-driven episode with Andy and Fuko, and I was just also going to come in prepared to just make jokes about the fact that this episode is by de facto the best episode because it came out on my birthday. But no, David Productions just decided to come through and genuinely make a superb fucking episode. Like, I couldn't even make the joke about it. It was just too good to stop talking about. So, yeah, I'm not going to ramble on for too much longer. Let's go into what Sol has to say about us. And if you're enjoying these videos, please stick around and subscribe because... they're so fun.
Good episode.
One of the best.
That was a really, really good episode. That was cute as shit.
I would argue that's a contender for a top 5 episode of Season 1.
Yeah.
Fucking stunning.
Like, okay, let's go from the start.
Yes. So, you expected some Hanna-Barbera wacky hijinks this episode.
Yeah. I didn't expect to feel.
And unused the artifact Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Again, pop culture references. All the artifacts.
Good.
I don't know what pop culture reference G-liner is. Because, like, there's the G-pen, which is what it's based off, but I don't know if G-line is an actual thing.
But yeah, start of the episode. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The soul.
Oh my god, her shoving Fuko into the... Also, first of all, her absorbing Fuko into the little chibi soul orb.
That was so... It was cute and adorable, and I love the art style change.
I know, it's not some Isoken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
was so wacky.
Adorable.
Also, this was not only appearance of Anna on this episode.
All it needed to be.
All it needed.
Anna is terrifying.
But yeah, her fucking shoving Fuko into Andy's book. Also, you get to see more...
Oh, it's a bus. G-liner.
But yeah, her shoving Fuko into the book. Like...
Yeah.
Ooh! Also, a perfect transition into the OP.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That perfectly transitioned into it.
Yeah. Just... The actual slam, the impact frames and everything was amazing. I wasn't
also,
expecting so much impacts in it.
Yeah, I also... body on the floor right there.
Yeah.
Actually, but yeah, I love the coloration of the soul, like with the blue and whatnot.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very cute.
It's fucking... But man, this episode was so fucking
This was
good.
amazing.
So
like,
yeah.
Having her, like, just wake up, be like, yo. Also, the voice acting for talking, like, English and stuff. Not
Fuko,
bad at all.
yeah, Mori is really good at it.
It was solid.
Honestly.
I'm quite happy with that. It was just a good, like...
Yeah, excellent episode for Fuko, but fantastic episode for Andy.
Yeah. This is where we're getting the Victor versus Andy fight.
You think it's going to be within the book?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you expect that to happen then?
At the end.
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
how do you expect the...
That's how we end this off, but I have no clue.
Yeah?
No clue.
Okay, then. This episode, again, one of the best looking episodes.
Yeah, this was amazing.
They've been
so good looking.
They, like, so many shots. Also, there's so much, like, bit of subtle storytelling between Fuko and Andy's dialogues throughout these.
Yeah.
Like, one of the subtle bits of dialogue that I love so much, it's 2 parts. One, talking to, like, Andy while I was saying, like, oh, this is just after the Civil War ended, which was around 1865.
Yeah.
And then in the later scene, when they're sat outside of the cabin after she gives it unlock to Ash and Cassio? I can't remember the other guy's name. But Andy's drinking Budweiser and it's like, yeah, it's a new brand of beer, something called Budweiser. That was first released, I googled it during the episode, in 1879. So at most, they've been travelling together for 14 years inside that book at that point.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah, they've been together for a fucking while inside this book.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Which I would have loved to have seen more of it, but it's a byproduct of modern shonen pacing and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been together for a fucking while, and they never state it outright. Because, like, it could be in 14 years, it could be a bit short, depends on how far after the Civil War.
Yeah.
It could be even a bit later, because, like, Budweiser circularization and whatnot when it finally gets to
Yeah.
there. But about 14 years of traveling together.
Yeah, it's a long time, and like you can tell as well a little bit.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know it was 14 years, but you can
You could
tell just by like Fuko just being comfortable there.
yeah, be more comfortable with like how she
The tie wrap round.
tie wrapped around her sleeves being a bit further up and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think also a bit more unbuttoned on shirt, just be more relaxed with herself and be more open and out there with her body.
Also, her using Unluck in just like little ways because she doesn't know them, so it doesn't do that bad stuff.
Yeah, it's an initiation ritual like with the gun,
Yeah.
which again, fucking brilliant writing on Fuko's dynamic and trust in Andy, because
Just
she knows he ain't fucking putting a bullet in there.
yeah.
She knows him well enough.
Yeah.
And what was the line that she said to him that fucking hit me? She said a specific line to him after unloading the gun into her head. Also, we can talk about Andy's crew in a minute.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, I guess you're still the same Andy after all.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good!
Yeah.
It's so good!
Is this is just an amazing episode because even like you get the small cutaways to Andy just reacting and stuff. Very quick shots.
It's a character interaction episode. It's an episode pure.
That's when Undead Unluck's at its strongest, I think.
The
Like
fucking
100%. That's what I enjoy most about the show.
the characters are super.
Yeah. I've been excited for this episode.
Yep. It's,
I'm a
it's
lot more
like
excited.
speaking of
than
superb
next.
characters, that's a good shot to use of all three of them. Andy's crew.
Yeah.
The focus is on Josh here. She gets the primary focus, but seeing as though how short they are, I think it was the correct decision to only really focus on one of them interacting.
Yeah, it was always going to be hard to get three characters for you to like have
Get attached to.
Yeah, have an inkling of care about them.
Especially with
About like I'd
how
say like
quickly-
7 minutes to get to know them
not
a little
even
bit.
that, about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes to get to know them.
5-7 minutes, something
Yeah.
like that.
Something in between that, but I
With-
did end up like you saw how much like they like Andy, and you can tell that Andy very much likes them a lot as well.
Yep.
Because he just walks out, he's like, and then goes and
He
murders.
even says to his mate, like, I'm borrowing these real quick. He's still speaking to them
Yeah,
because he hasn't quite processed what's happened.
yeah. And in all honesty, the actual scene where the crew does get shot, flawlessly executed. Like it just happens.
Yep. To be fair, it's even more sudden and abrupt in the manga here. Let me pull it up.
I think they translated.
They do translate so well, but like here, it's her speaking. You see a reaction, then it's the middle of shooting and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like it was much more sudden in the manga, but here again, it was so good.
This was done well.
This was such a phenomenal.
Because you have that
episode.
moment of like, what? And then it happens.
Yeah, she's literally in the middle of speaking, like mid sentence. It's tough. Her face, you're like, what's happening? They're there, and
then it,
like they show it happen in real time.
yeah, that's the worst part of this that makes it hit home is that you do just watch them get murdered.
Like,
This is a murder.
yeah,
And you've watched it, and that is actually some amazing animation, and I expect that to get used.
Yeah.
in
Also,
a lot.
the rate of fucking lighting changes.
Yeah.
Because, like, some lights got shot out and whatnot, and then it's shaking. The fucking lighting this episode.
Yeah.
In this scene, then the
Look
scene
at that.
Oh, fuck hell. Yeah, you saw me visibly react to that.
Yeah, and I was just kind of stunned.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
What? Because
Co-
it just happened.
You were expecting, like, okay, we're getting spent time for Andy and his crew. You
With
get
the reaction image of Josh, I was like, is Andy smiling or some shit? Or is Andy like got a weird reaction?
Yeah, because she
to
just
something?
mentioned that. Oh wait, no, did she yet mention that Andy hasn't smiled for? Or was that while she was dying?
I think that was something she said while she was dying.
I think so, but
I thought Andy was reacting weird to something Fuko said or something along those lines.
yeah,
No.
no.
Just immediate shock. I was genuinely shocked by that. I was like,
You was expecting to get to
I was
know all
expecting
of them.
a full episode of this.
Yeah, or like at least this arc get to know all
Yeah.
of them and whatnot over the.
Yeah, no, it was very. It's cruel.
It is cool, and it perfectly shows one of the things with Andy of he's immortal. This isn't the first time he's had to go through this.
There's. Okay, I'm gonna say this now.
Right, next Foucault's line that I want to mention. Getting to know Andy, it meant learning about the numerous fair owls.
Yeah, and that, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as that happened, I knew what direction this was taking. And I knew it wasn't gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like it's good to watch. It's not a fun time for anyone.
No. And this shot. Go on. You go on.
Yeah, I have something like as an overall of just Undead Unluck that this episode's like making me realise because it's a really good portrayal of immortality and why you don't want it.
Yeah.
But it's on the same level, if not better, than I forgot his name now. The small little fluffy guy out of Arcane.
Oh fuck! I know who you're talking about.
It begins with a H. The fluffy boy.
Oh fuck! I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heimerdinger. Yeah.
Yeah, Heimerdinger. Yeah, he's a really good example of immortality as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that I've been watching recently of just a long-lived life. Free Run.
Yep.
Free Run. Yeah, you haven't.
I will get to it.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, but Free Run is a very good example of what a long-lived life can do to someone.
Another one that I fucking love, Hohenheim from Full Metal Alchemist.
I've watched Full Metal Alchemist. It was a long time ago. I'm not
original or Brotherhood?
Brotherhood.
Okay, yeah. Alan Ed's father.
Got it.
I fucking adore him. He's one of my favourite characters in Full Metal.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love him. And yeah, and here's another portrayal of amazing portrayal of immortality.
Yeah, like Heimerdinger is a really good example.
Yeah.
However, this is an entire show.
Yeah.
That is sitting on this.
Yeah. Also, it's a different portrayal.
Yeah, it is a.
It shows a different side of immortality.
It's a lot more in depth.
Yeah.
This is a personal look at immortality and why it's not a good time.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. And also, I love that we just get Andy being a merciless killer to arseholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
But it's fucking... his line here, after, like, now he's realised he's undead, melee attacks make more sense, but it's the line afterwards. If I ain't gonna die, I could care less about the pain.
Yeah, because at this point, I don't think anything matters to him.
It's both... I'm looking at it and it's... Literally, physically, I don't have to care about the pain and whatnot. I can ignore it. I know I was fucked.
It's deeper than that, yeah.
Emotional.
It's a lot deeper than that.
It's emotional.
Yeah.
If I'm immortal and I'm not gonna die, I don't have to care about the pain of losing those around me.
Yeah.
It's him shutting off his humanity.
He's entered a different state of mind right there.
Yep,
yeah.
And honestly, it does kind of put a different light onto how he acted, like, at the start of the series. Of, like, okay, he's a bit of an asshole at the start of, like, how he acts and whatnot, but, like, that was 200 years of living at that point.
Yeah.
He kind of lost a bit of his humanity over the years, and he's been regaining it with Foucault.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the start of that loss, what led to him being how he did in Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Which I think is entirely Tezuka. Massively like, okay, I started with this tone in the start, but I'm ignoring that now. But instead of shunning away from it and hiding it off, I'm going to use it to advance everything else here.
Yeah.
Because one bit of imagery that they didn't put in this, which would have been difficult to do, that I fucking love, is the chapter that this moment happens, chapter 41 is called Couldn't Care Less About the Pain. But because something I love Undead Unluck, it names his titles after dialogue within a chapter, like poignant, important dialogue. It literally directly calls back to episode 2 when he saves Foucault from Void About to Punch, with mirroring it with him saving her from the...
Oh, God.
So, Tezuka has evolved from how to... This is an entirely different tone from, like, the first few episodes saying it. We're not even a year into publication yet.
Yeah.
And he's evolved this much.
Yeah. I'll be 100% real with you. I know damn well that next episode is not going to be a good time either.
Mm.
I don't think it's going to be nice. I think...
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
That's 10 minutes in.
Yeah, this is 10 minutes in, ignoring, like, the OP and, like, 30-second... This is one of the shorter recaps.
Good.
Which I'm so...
We love short recaps.
I'm really loving it, and I'm assuming they're doing it for the rest of this.
Wait. Go back. This has a lot of I don't have the brain power to put this into words now. However, you can cover this later. This has a lot of callbacks to the spoiler arc.
It's the same town.
Yeah.
He already says, we're not far out of Longing.
Yeah.
The same town. And that's something I want to touch on real quick. Because I wasn't sure if you'd pick on, but yeah, that's the exact same town where they went to do the spoiler arc and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where Spoiler was residing. They did something in the anime that fucking hit.
Yeah.
I can pull it up right now, but while driving to Longing, I'll pull it up on here so I don't have to load up a new episode. This can right here is a shot that was added to the anime of in the lorry while driving over the thing. And I can't remember what, but that's Budweiser. That's something to pour onto their graves while they're there. I think that's something that the actual note itself says. I can't remember. But that is a can that he's taken over to pour on their graves while they're there in Longing. That's a slight bit of foreshadowing that the anime added that fucking hit me.
Yeah, this is a good adaptation.
This is such a phenomenal adaptation.
We spoke about this earlier.
Yeah, we were just having just before watching, just having a dialogue about like what series have been having quality adaptations. Yeah,
we were talking about really good adaptations, and then it was the most disheartening thing that the most like popular thing about the show is someone slandering it.
The CGI from fucking last episode.
Yeah.
Even though I personally think the CGI makes perfect sense.
It was fine.
It was fine. Like... It also adds to the uncanny of drawing shit into real life and whatnot.
That shouldn't happen.
Also, like, the rest of the CGI was perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, like...
That was probably the worst piece of the CGI so far.
Was it zooming out?
Yeah, it was the... And on draw... They've probably seen the treat, but drawing the gear... The bloody rich people machine.
Yeah, but the actual animation of, like, all of the bugs getting cut up, each individual piece of that bug is really well animated. And also the liquid effects.
Yeah.
The rest of it looks good. There's one shot in that is just, like, a bit iffy, but part of that,
we've been talking nearly 20 minutes, and we've only covered the first half of the fucking episode.
It's fine.
Yes, it is fine.
We're fine.
But yeah, you can tell it's the exact same town because, Sunflower Nursery, the same as the teacher from the spoiler arc.
I'm looking forward to the first time Andy says "wicked sick."
Has he not said it yet?
No, not in the past.
Oh, not this past version.
No, that's
of
what
Andy.
I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
The past version. I want to see
Cowboy Andy.
I want to see the first usage of him saying, "That's wicked sick."
Yeah. But yeah, this montage of them throughout the years together.
Yeah.
It's all still frames, but one, they look beautiful. Two, it's a lot to fucking happen.
Yeah. Also, I said this as we were watching. This shot of Andy, I was sat there like, Andy's had a glow down in like the future because Jesus Christ, that's the most shredded he's ever been.
It's big. This is Andy in a civil war going around fighting one up. Modern day Andy, he's probably been doing a lot less fighting.
Yeah, but like Jesus Christ, is he shredded right now? Like, oh my God.
I saw a tweet about it. It's something that I've also thought about. A lot of fan service in modern day Shonen Jump, specifically JJK and Undead Unluck. It's fucking hot men.
As it should be.
JJK has some hot ass men, and Undead Unluck again.
JJK's anime and Choso had.
There's been in Undead Unluck. There's been a singular bit of female fan service, and it's Fuko in the dresses. Other than that, like,
not bad.
Unless you count like the weird gropey things as fan service, but that
we ignore that.
That's not even fan service though. But the majority of the fan service, Shen after getting fucked up by Victor, arching his back like he's fucking Jacko.
Yeah.
Billy sat like a slut after getting crushed, and he hit all the fan service is for the ladies.
And the gays.
Well, actually no, there is Latla. Again, for the ladies. For the ladies.
Okay. Anyway. Point is, I think he's had a glow down.
Yeah, but yeah, then we get to
Fuko. This is really like I feel like this scene is really important.
Okay, she doesn't have her sleeved up, but you can see that like she's a lot more chillaxed nowadays and whatnot.
It's
because again, 14 years traveling, shooting bad guys and whatnot.
Something I'm gonna say right away is that if Fuko's showing more skin, that just shows the level of comfort and like, look at her.
Yeah,
she's chilling right now.
Yeah, and also it's done very tastefully.
Yes.
Like
She is just chilling and is just existing right now.
You can see the fucking development in Fuko's character from episode 1 to now.
Yeah.
She's gained so much confidence and it's become about that action.
I really hope we get some past Fuko stuff where we get to look at Fuko with long hair, looking at Fuko with short hair, saying some shit.
Oh,
Because
that would fucking...
I don't know if it happens or not. I want it to happen because it would go hard. But
Also, I just love the fucking guy just when Jet breaks us.
He's accepted it. But this entire like scene is amazing because she just actually used Unluck on people in a very casual manner, and which is massive development for her.
Also, she like did logically like, okay, I need to put them through it, let them know the dangers of it. I don't know them yet, so Unluck's not going to be bad, so I do it now. It won't be an issue it's better to do it now before I get to know them and care for them.
Yeah,
Also, it's so actively thinking, like, using Unluck on people that aren't Andy. Like, yeah, this is all memories inside Andy's head, so it's not real people, but, like, still.
It's development.
That's development, just, like, actually thinking about using Unluck on people and putting logic behind it.
Yeah, she's doing really well.
Yeah.
And it's, like, showing massive development. Like, she has just used Unluck on people. She has not done that before.
Other than Andy.
And Victor.
Yeah,
which is technically Andy.
But again, both of them are people that she knows will survive it. She's used it on people that she knows wouldn't survive it if a big stroke happened.
Yeah, but
in a room full of people as well.
Yeah, she's just used it in a casual manner, which is massive for her.
I know.
It's really cool to see.
It's such a fucking phenomenal episode. And then we get, oh my god, this scene. This scene,
stunning. Right
beautiful now. Scene outside the lake.
It is absolutely stunning. This is. I love it so much.
Also, them two talking is phenomenal.
Yeah, and also we haven't spoke about this enough. Go back to like 10. Yep, these shots.
Yeah,
these little hyper little stylized shots where it's like
it's a reaction shots.
Yeah, the reaction shots are so good in this show.
They're so fucking great.
They have so much care behind them, and it just.
And there's so much crowd like, look, she's like talking about Ash, how he's a bit of a perv, and then her just like Camus. That's it. Camus doesn't do that. I like Camus.
Yeah, and that's and Andy understands what that means for Unluck. As well.
Before she even mentioned it, he's already picked up this past Andy. Has already picked up on that, just like and was able to deduce what happened.
No, it's really cute how
a chair leg breaking.
Yeah,
is going to hurt more than just getting dirty and whatnot. That's why it was worse for That's why technically it was worse for Camus than it was for Ash.
Yeah, and also it shows that Andy is just a very caring person because he's went out of his way to learn the intricacies of Unluck.
Yeah,
this thing that is just a part of Fuko.
And he's understood it so well over these years that he can even predict what the outcomes of it are.
And that means that he knows Fuko on such an intimate level that he knows how much she cares about people because it's relevant and it's really cute and it's awesome. These two are dope.
Also, this conversation again.
This shot,
but this conversation of Andy asking what she thinks it means to die.
Yeah, and Fuko's reaction is amazing.
It's such a great one.
Genuinely, it's such a nice reaction, and it's honestly, I'm gonna take some of that away for myself. It's nice. It's a good thought.
Yeah, and it's also really poignant and important for like Andy's development, especially with like being able to use undead and whatnot. Your perspective on death and what it means to die.
Yeah.
So it's great character work for them too. It's important for Andy's development in both personality and usage of his powers and whatnot, because this could potentially affect it. And it's just a fucking great dialogue.
It really is.
Look,
it's an amazing conversation that just shows like how much Fuko cares and how much Andy cares.
Yeah.
And it's adorable.
And also, like, it's not something you often see in show have an introspective look on a character's opinions on death. It's not something that's normally touched upon.
Yeah.
And getting to see these two have such different interpretations and perspectives on it.
It's so cute as well.
I know.
We're waiting for you know what I'm waiting to talk about.
Wait a minute. And a specific line Andy says after that.
He says it.
Yep. Yeah, as long as you don't forget, then people won't die.
I didn't notice it. I'm so annoyed that I didn't notice him saying it for the first time.
And then sick, wicked sick.
Yeah.
Yep. To that, I also forgot about that. But like, yeah, no, it's actually affected him. He took her words into heart, and and he's let her affect him.
Yeah. He's not as closed off. He's opened the okay. Basically, the fundamentals of a relationship is that you are open to change.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy, over the years that they have travelled in this episode,
Mm-hmm.
has opened up to change,
Yeah.
which is why he's going to be okay.
Mm.
That's what I think.
Because like this mindset I was having on it is very reflective of. It's telling us what the mindset of current day Andy was in death. You stop thinking, you die.
Yeah.
And this is Fuko changing Andy because this is his memories, this is his past and whatnot. So this is going to be affecting him in the real world when they come out of this.
Yeah. And what was it? It's the fact. Okay, the entire course of this series has been like there's a message here, and it's like it's a really good message because it is part of the fundamentals of a relationship.
Yeah.
And it's the willing, like being open to change, because Fuko became open to change, and Andy just ran in and I can't really speak on what the rest of the series has, but during this episode, he became open to change and then changed, which is an amazing thing. And look at it, it's really cute and adorable too.
The scene of them nearly kissing is so fucking beautiful, especially Fuko's line here, the one I love is you, but not you at the same time, because she knows this isn't real Andy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is Andy.
Yeah.
It's fucking... Oh, it's one of the best romances in Shonen Jump.
It's really good.
Like, apart from like specific romance series, but like in Battle Shonen Jump and whatnot, this is such a beautiful romance. And this is only season 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love it.
I'm back for a slander.
What?
Black Clover could never.
No, it couldn't.
No.
Most Shonen Jumps could never. Is there weekly Shonen Jump series you can think of that's on par with Undead Unluck in terms of romance?
I don't think a lot of things hold a candle.
Honestly, the only ones I can think of is like Blue Box, but that's a romance series.
Yeah.
That's specifically a romance series. In terms of Battle Shonen, like Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't even try, so we can give that a pass.
Yeah.
My Hero does actually...
It touches on it.
It touches on it, but also... One touches only on it from Uraraka's point of view, but she also actively puts it to the side and say, I don't want to focus on that now. Because that's not what her character's about, despite what some people say. Her character's more... That's a topic for another day. But her character arc isn't about her love for Deku and whatnot. It's something completely different.
Yeah.
So I think...
And also, Toga is a good example of, like... It's a good commentary on love as well. And
yeah.
Like how toxic and certain toxic
but
things
hers
can
is,
affect it.
Again, not specifically a romance story.
Yeah.
It's about her perception of love and everything and whatnot. But, yeah, Black Clover... Does Black Clover even have a romance storyline?
It has romance gags.
Oh, right, yeah,
the
between...
entire thing.
Yeah,
everyone's in love with Asta.
Yeah.
Everyone is.
I can't talk on Naruto or Bleach because I haven't gotten to them yet. You can.
Later, Naruto does a solid job at it. It doesn't touch on it the most though.
Yeah.
It's solid. I've watched a decent bit of Bleach. I don't think I've gotten into anything that is like where it's touched that at all.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the typical battle shonen stuff, but Bleach is pretty solid from what I've watched.
I don't think about it. A lot of series don't really touch it. Like Dragon Ball, it just kind of happens.
The only battle shonen that like has like
a romance subplot.
JoJo. Part 1.
Part 1, yeah.
But it's part 1. But it's at the beginning of Araki's like journey to being really good at writing.
Dr. Stone doesn't really have a focus on romance or like a love interest kind
Attack
of
on Titan. Attack on Titan has a solid... It's not about the romance, but it's solid.
Well, like, this is very clearly focused on the romance. And it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. And, like, this scene here with them nearly kissing is fucking phenomenal.
It is really good. You know what I want to talk about. You know exactly what I want to talk about.
What? Just her fading away. Which you can ever so see it slightly when she says, did I just say I love you? Her realising her feelings for Andy. She's already fading away. You can see it at the bottom. I noticed that and I was loving that. That was so fucking cute. Also, the visualization of her soul is ever so different here. It's red coloured.
Yeah. And I love it. I love it so much because the way this is stylized is phenomenal. Not only does it look amazing,
it looks so fucking good.
It looks phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's I think honestly it's basic colour theory stuff where it's like pink love. She's literally just admitted that she loves him.
Yeah.
That's what she's feeling right now. She's literally just confessed it to him, and that's why she's pink.
Yeah.
Because it's less red, it's more pink.
Yeah.
Like, especially as it goes on, like the outlines are pink, the shading, the highlights.
It's a bit of a reddy pink, yeah.
Yeah, but if we, like, as this goes forward, it gets more and more pink, and I love it because it's her just being like,
also,
you better come stop me. I'm gonna kiss your ass.
Yeah. Also, just like the animation of her crying here is fucking stunning.
It is phenomenal.
Honestly,
I love where the budget went this episode because it went in all the right places.
It's so fucking beautiful. I also love something that I haven't touched on yet. They don't actually show any of like past Andy in the OP.
That's yeah.
They show him in the ED.
They show some past stuff. Like
honestly,
with
the book thing, the only thing they focus on is Andy versus Victor. The only time you see past Andy in the OP, it's not at all. You see him one shot in the ED from behind.
Huh. Wait, real quick.
I'll pull up the exact shot.
Just before we comment on that.
Just ever so quickly, because like I said, it's went past it. It's that quick of a shot.
The ED's gorgeous.
It is a gorgeous. I still prefer ED1, but
ED no. I will always prefer ED1 because it's like I just love it.
There you go, past Andy.
Yeah.
That's the only appearance of him. He doesn't appear at all in the OP. Instead, they show off with Victor, which I still would prefer they keep Victor a secret in the OP. That's just a personal thing for me. Yeah. But like,
I mean, the parts that he's in go hard.
Yeah, it does.
It's like the hardest part of the OP.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you take that away, it's like, what do you put there?
But yeah.
No. Something that I did notice about the OP is that it goes through past events, like pages.
Yes, I've talked about that. It's shown past things of like stuff that's already happened so far in season 1.
Yeah.
Because it's Andy's memories.
Yeah. I've clocked onto that now.
Yeah.
But this ending bit is the best part, highlight of the episode. The second best thing in this episode for me is 100% the sudden shootout, because the animation of them being shot, I love it so much. It's so raw.
Yeah.
It's a raw take on...
Also, we've talked about the out effects of it. We don't talk about them actually nearly kissing. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really cute. Look
and
at
the way he looks at her.
Yeah.
Oh, it's... where's the specific line? Andy says about his oldest memory being April 15th, 1865.
Yeah.
Do you know what that date is?
No, not a clue.
It's the death of Abraham Lincoln. It's the day he got assassinated.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. What the fuck is happening next episode?
Because that's where this episode ends off. Where Fuko floats away.
In Washington.
Yep. April 15th, 1865.
What's happening? There's something else that I wanted to say as well.
Yeah.
The deaths that we see in this episode are how Andy sees them.
Yeah.
No. Genuinely, if you go back to that scene, I'm going back to it as well. Like, the scene where the shootout happens, Josh gets shot, the rest of the crew gets shot.
Yeah, and she talks to Fuko afterwards.
Yeah. It is genuinely, that's the way Andy sees death.
Yeah.
It is portrayed in the exact way that Andy sees it. And it's, they get shot, they die, that's it.
Their brain stopped working, they're dead.
They're gone. But then right after, where he's like, go pour drinks and stuff like that.
It's their memories.
Yeah.
And
that's Fuko's way of seeing things.
Yeah.
And when Andy's doing all of the revengey, killy, but right there, in that shot, he is alone.
Yeah.
And that's why it's portrayed the way it is, of they get shot, they die. But as soon as he starts doing this, Fuko's always next to him. If you actually look, Fuko and Andy are probably shown in the same shot every single time.
The only time they aren't shown in the same shot of each other, I think, is when Fuko's alone. I don't think...
Yeah, I don't think Andy is shown alone.
I don't know if other than talking to her.
Other than talking to
her.
But
after they start journeying together, does Andy ever appear alone? Fuko appears alone there, but again... that Andy's in the shot on his own there, but that's directly next to Fuko.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder if this shot above the thing. Okay, you can't see Andy there. Even if he's in the shot on his own, Fuko's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, this is all taking place inside the memory book of Andy and whatnot. And as Fuko says, she thinks being alive is all about remembering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's honestly adorable. And this episode as a whole is very much up there. I just need to know what the fuck is happening next episode now, because I'm so confused all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I want to talk about the title of the episode.
I don't know the title of this episode.
Memento Mori.
Oh, yeah. Memento Mori, to remember.
Remember that you will die.
Yeah.
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 Or at least that's about what it means in Latin.
It's a good name.
It's a fucking phenomenal
It's a
name.
good name.
It's not a chapter title.
Does it?
Who cares? Who cares?
It's a
They keep switching.
phenomenal name.
I've given up at this point. When can I do switch? It's good.
It's a phenomenal name on its own.
For phenomenal episode.
Not only sounds pretty cool, Memento Mori sounds dope, but also it's thematically appropriate and just a really good. It sets up the episode really well.
Yeah. So, next episode.
Nope.
No. Come on.
Reality reset bullshit. Unbelievable.
No. Come on. What do you think's happening?
I think Andy's earliest memory is going to be him assassinating Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if it was.
It would be. But you know we ain't doing funny in a minute.
I know. I'm trying to be happy. The show isn't letting me.
This episode made you depressed, then happy, feel good love.
Oh.
So what are your actual predictions for next episode? What do you, or at least what do you want to see coming out of next episodes?
So, what year were we in just before? This is after.
This is 1865, so this is
before
anything else happened.
Okay.
And remember, the book isn't only Andy's memories; it's also Victor's memories.
Yeah. Okay, so we actually see Victor.
You think we see Victor next?
I think Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we open this up with Fuko meeting Victor this episode.
Okay.
And this is when Andy was born.
Mhm.
Properly.
Okay then.
How did Abraham Lincoln die? Just out of curiosity.
Back of the head.
Got it.
What's the title for next episode? I wonder.
I think Victor has a wife and kids.
What about Shrees?
Maybe not.
Do you think this is before Shrees? There's like a memory of a loop before he met Shrees, or?
I think this is where Victor is just like, I'm out. I'm done.
But you're expecting Victor next week.
I'm expecting Victor, and I'm expecting this is going to be a really depressing episode
where
Victor just says, I give up.
Yeah.
I give up. I refuse.
Okay. So you think we get to see Victor turn into Andy?
I think we get to see Victor refuse life.
And that somehow births Andy?
Yeah.
Okay then.
That's what I think.
Yep, and how do you see the card coming into play at all?
I have no fucking clue.
No?
No, honestly, I think he's going to jam it in there. And/or Explosion launches it in there.
Okay.
I think Victor's going to be at his lowest low this episode. I think this is an episode that you've been waiting for me to watch.
All of the autumn arc I've been waiting for you to watch.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's regarded as one of the best arcs of the series, and you can see why.
I have a seeking suspicion this episode is why you think I'm going to like Victor.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because you know what I'm about. You know me well enough to know.
I know what you're about. Which is why I know you'll love Victor and Anton.
You know that I'm gonna. You know that I already enjoyed the fact that Victor is a character that endures.
I know from this episode alone, Andy has shot up on your list.
Yeah.
He's up there now, isn't he? Where's Andy and Fuko placed now? Because this is their episode. It's more so Andy's, but
okay,
Fuko does.
You're gonna have to name characters. Don't start with Fuko and Andy then.
No.
Name some characters for me that I can.
So, Shen.
Shen sits close to the top, just off the little shit he does. He does little things.
Yeah.
And it says the world. Should I go tiers or should I go like?
I'd say just top 5. Let's go for top 5.
5.
We'll do a proper because we've discussed this. We're going to do a
season 1
as a whole discussion and whatnot. What your thoughts? What you want for next and what? And we'll do. I'll make a season 1 tier list for characters for you to make.
Cool.
Well, I'm going off all the characters that introduce and whatnot. Gina.
Gina. I'm gonna stick Gina at 5.
At 5.
It's only because she
had so little.
She did have little.
But when she was here, she was great.
No, I liked her a lot, but she's obviously gonna fall behind because
I'm surprised she ain't getting that Amber Lee Connors buff to be number 4 now.
I'm gonna stick at number 5 because 5's my favourite number.
Okay.
Gina's always winning somehow.
Next is the union as a whole. Shreeze.
Okay. Shreeze is either 6 or 4.
Okay.
I think she's gonna sit at 4
for now. Okay. Tatiana.
I like Tatiana, but she's gonna have to sit at 6.
Okay.
Love that we said top 5. I'm immediately talking about 6.
Anna-un.
I'm
not going over every character because we'll save that for later. I'm just picking on characters that have made impressions.
I just haven't really
seen enough yet.
No. So honestly, again, I'm just gonna say in the order of what I care about at the minute is Shreeze. Yeah, Shreeze, Gina, Anna-un, Tatiana. Victor isn't up there yet.
No, okay.
But I do like where this is going. It just hasn't got there yet.
Yeah, you're still waiting for it.
Victor has got the question marks because I can't place him yet.
Yep, okay.
It's one of those where I need the more. But Andy will sit above Shreeze.
Yeah?
Yeah, Andy's climbed.
Andy's
I'm not sure where Fuko sits either. I want to see more. She's had a lot. I need more.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And obviously, we want more. We like Fuko.
Yeah. And then Shen might be at the top at the minute, admittedly.
Oh, yeah.
It's just because he gets the little stuff. He gets the little stuff, and I love the little stuff.
Yeah.
It's why Andy's right below Shen, because little stuff.
Yeah.
That builds character, and I love it. I love it. It's great.
I can't fucking wait for next week.
I can. I'm gonna. My head's gonna hurt. I think.
I can't.
I can't tell if I want it to come or never want it to come because my head's gonna hurt all week trying to figure it out, or I just turn off and then get excited 5 minutes before.
I haven't even seen the fucking previews for next episode yet. I don't know what the fucking title is, but I cannot wait. Oh.
I'm not allowed to watch previews.
No.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the preview. They'll just confuse me more.
Alright, there's no manga spoiler section, so just get out of here if you're anime only. Come back next week, and I hope you do. So, there's not much to talk about in terms of Soul's predictions this week. However, there's so little. I'm actually recording this before the editing process, which is normally in first, so I'll do. It's that, and also because my mouse here is starting to decide to double click when I single click, and it's making editing hard. So I'm aiming for my new mouse to come. I mean, it's coming, but whatever. There's not much to talk about in terms of Soul's predictions. However, man, this is still one of my favourite episodes to have recorded with Soul, because getting to discuss the fucking characters with Soul and their interactions was so fun. But there's one thing to talk about that didn't make it to camera. And that was something Soul said to me about 20 to 30 minutes before we even watched the episode. Because how we do is we watch the episode, then instantly get into recording. Or, maybe have like a minute or so to give Soul a second to collect themselves while I settle. But before we'd watched the episode, we were just chilling through doing whatnot. And you wonder what this motherfucker turns around and says to me. You wanna know what I think would be a great negator ability? Unknown. When I tell you, I'm next episode Andy. I was on that next episode Andy type beat. Okay, I fucking felt my soul. I could perceive my soul in that moment, and my soul was freaking the fuck out. Okay, I wanted to ask him to bring that up during the episode recording, but I also didn't want to in case it, gave him the idea of oh, okay, wait, if I stumbled onto something there, and it fucking rassled my brain. He'd flashbanged me. He'd flashbanged me by talking about my favourite series. It's insane. So of course I had to do the infos back to him and mention the fact that Andy's earliest memory is the day Abraham Lincoln died. I know it has no relevance to the next episode, and I knew that if I told him that, he was going to freak out thinking I was going to have something to do with next episode, but I don't care. I had to, one, get my get back, and two, I just wanted to mention it because it was fun. It's just... But oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh, episode 23 is going to be insane for when Unknown gets... Well, is it going to be 23? It might be 24. I do have a feeling... I'll actually talk on this here, and I'm going to talk about it on TikTok. But I do have a feeling that they're going to do some reorganization with these last few episodes, particularly with Anna Un's flashback backstory, because with how like the pacing would work and whatnot, and how it was done in the manga, we would get Anna Un's backstory in episode 23, and then we would get it again in episode 24 with chapter 52, To You From Me, one of the best fucking chapters of the series. And I can see David Productions not wanting to do that, because having it 2 weeks in a row might be a bit annoying. So I think something they're doing, I think they might not have Anna Un's flashback in episode 23. I think it's just going to be straight everything apart from the flashback and also the like premonition thing. And I think they might actually save the flashback for episode 24 during the chapter 52 moment and just have it properly expanded on there. If they do it normally with like flashback in 23 and then also 24 with like the little like condensed version of it, I can still see that, but I can also see them probably doing that with reorganization. Speaking of like adaptation and whatnot, again, phenomenal episode. I don't know where the fuck next episode's gonna end. I think next episode's gonna end in the end of in the end of 46, aka okay, I'll pick it up there. AKA one of my favourite moments in the series, and what I think is going to be Soul's favourite moment. So if they do all of the Andy versus Victor fight and 46 next episode, it's game over. It's game fucking over, okay? It's going to be the best episode of the season, with the only contender being episode 24. I can't wait. I think this is going to be one of them episodes where I can't watch it after work, and I'll just have to wait to watch it with Soul the next day. But yeah, man. These next 3 weeks are going to be so good in terms of episodes. I am